Hey, it's Steve with Manic RC. This is part 2 of my IR40 build. Got all my stuff disassembled from where I test fitted it. And the 370 transmission was not greased. So took the cover off, greased that. Now I'm going to do the final assembly. I'm going to put the drive shafts on the transmission, get that all assembled, get the double-decker battery tray back on there, and then wait for my axles and shocks to arrive. I did get my electronics wired up and tested, broke in the motor, ran it 30 seconds in reverse and 30 seconds in forward really slow, which I've learned you're supposed to do, so I did that. And that's it. I'm gonna reassemble everything that I have and then wait on my parts to arrive. One thing I am gonna do regarding the long antenna on my receiver is I'm gonna wind it up. I'm gonna wrap it up and have it in a piece of shrink tubing and just stick it right to the side of the receiver and have a little bit of antenna sticking out. I'm gonna be right there. I mean, I don't need a whole lot of distance, so hopefully that'll work and I won't have to worry about that big long antenna. And let me show you, here's what I did to mount the little spacers that are underneath this battery tray that bolt to the transmission. Like I said, I used a tiny bit of grease, laid them on the holes gently, put the plate on, put toothpicks in there to hold them in place, and then put the first screw in the transmission mount to hold it. Now I'll put the second screw down there in the transmission mount to hold it, and then I will gingerly and gently take out a toothpick and replace it with a screw very carefully, and should all work out. And yep, that worked out beautifully. Toothpicks are your friend to get these guys mounted through the spacers. So that's all tightened up. Let me continue on. So I'm glad I got 59mm shocks, because there is no way you can mount shocks in these lower holes. I'm using the uppers because the motor sits to the side. This side is fine, clear, you can do whatever you want, but over here you can only fit the nut that goes on this side to mount the shock in the top holes, which is where I want to put them anyway. I watched a video and the guy had them like right there, and I had my bar right there, which will interfere. So the little mounting bar, I'm just gonna relocate all the way up front. Okay, here's how it sits now. Got everything wired up, mounted, got all the multiple cables of lighting stuck up there. I shrink wrapped my antenna and taped it to the side. That worked, so don't have that big antenna sticking out. Test ran it as far as just making sure everything worked electronically, and it does. So yeah, you got to be careful of the wires when you close this thing. But yeah, that's it. Just waiting on my parts to come in, and then I'll continue on. Okay, got the brass links assembled and the shocks assembled. So now all I have to do is open these axles up, grease them, get those assembled, and put a servo on. So let me get to it. Okay, let's open up these shocks, see what we get. Looks like this one's the rear. Go ahead and get that thing opened up. And yep, there's the rear. I think it's the same as the one I have on my tarantula. Nothing's changed on that. So there's the parts for that. Let me get the front shock, which is what I'm interested in seeing with the lay down servo mount. There's the steering links and the lay down servo. Here is the front axle. You can see it's different up here to accommodate for the lay down servo. Let me get that open. I think this fits. Yep, fits right here. You gotta take those two screws out. You gotta open them anyway to grease the gears. And then this little guy just fits right on there. Then of course we have to build our steering links. So let me get all that done, and then I'll get back with you. Okay, here's the back all assembled. Feels nice and smooth. Assembled to the carbon fiber. The back axle was greased heavily, so I didn't need to do anything there. Alright, on to the front. Well, links are on, axles are on, shocks are on. I'm very pleased so far. Yeah, it's looking good. So now let me put the servo on. I did get the 11 kilogram. I got the 7 due to budgetary restrictions. And I've also got the 7 on my Tarantula. When money allows, I'm going to buy 2 of the 11 kg servos and put 1 on this and 1 on my Tarantula. And then the 2 7s I'll put on my High Trail and my Defender that are running the stock electronics. And that'll be a big boost. Let me get the servo on and the wheels. So there it is. Completely finished, ready to go. Lay down servo is no problem whatsoever. Fits right in there. Still got a bit of wire tightening to do, but I'm gonna go take this thing out for a quick run. Wow, wow, wow. I just ran it in the front yard just over some river stones we have that some of the vehicles can't make it over. And this thing just climbed right over it. Like I said, I got some wires tightening to do with the servo, but I just had to run it. The MB100, the slow crawl is amazing. The universal chassis, the lay down servo is not a problem. No matter which way you go, it fits right in there. Yep, there's no rubbing whatsoever. So wow, what a cool build. That one came together nicely. Yeah, that build is done. Just some tidying up of the wires, and I've got an idea to build a bed back here, some wire mesh, which will come later. But yeah, I can't wait for this weekend to get this thing out for a real run, because I'm gonna work on my rock course. Everything fit in the cab. Yeah, it's great. And that's been an extremely fun build, and I can't wait to do more to it. You know, move the shocks, try out different settings. There's a couple places I need to thread lock, but yeah, the IR40 build, it is complete. I'm happy. And another one for my collection. And I'm going to have to put this thing on the scale to see what it weighs. The only thing lacking is the 11 kilogram servo, which will come later, and I'll be able to reuse the 7 kilogram that I have on there now. Well guys, thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure. It's been a fun little build. Go Injora. So thank you. Hope you liked the video. Please like, please subscribe, and please give me any comments. Cannot wait to get those Klingon tires on there. Poor Ford got stolen again. It's all right, we'll get you back. All right, you guys have a great day and be safe out there. Signing out.